Greetings everyone and welcome back to Draven's continuing adventures into the Iliac Bay. So if you have watched the last video, I talked about this quest, this dungeon, that it might have been broken. Well, it definitely is broken. So the only way to have completed the quest was summon the items to my inventory, and that's exactly what I did. You really didn't miss anything. All I did was summon the items to my inventory because I believe in watching a raw Let's Play. You know, no edits. You know, the person's quirks and ramblings, and they're just raw experience because it's more warming, I guess you could say. You feel like you're right there, you know, experiencing the game with that person, and that's the footage I like to record. Is just raw gameplay. So, you know, unfortunately, I had to summon the items. The quest is broken. There's nothing I could do about it. We're going to step away a little bit and make camp here because Draven keeps collapsing. And then we are going to read the quest paper, the parchment, and return the Lich Dust to Medora Dyreni. Okay, so we got some rest. It's night. Perfect time to read a paper. This parchment was used as a wrap for the packet of powder. Some of its message is now illegible. Lady Medora, favor. They intend to slay him. I am sending Orsimers, I'm assuming, to stop them. You must support me. If the Empire finds I have attacked royal advisors of Wayrest, even if they are assassins, my people will never win the same status and respect as the Khajiit Sargonians. However, with your support, I, a hero of the Empire, and win respect for my people, Gortwog, warlord of the Orcs. You know, I really have to respect the Orcs, and I don't just say that because I like them a lot. I mean, they're not trying to conquer Tamriel, they're not trying to do anything malicious to the other races, despite, you know, their treatment. They really just want respect and citizenship, and you know, to be recognized as sentient beings. So, you know, I just really, you know, sympathize with the Orcs. Anyway, so we have to go to Dyreni Tower and deliver this letter to Medora along with the Lich Dust. And it shouldn't take us too long because I know exactly how to find Medora Dyreni. The only thing that will take us quite a bit is doing that stupid lever puzzle and so forth. So I'm not even going to bother with these enemies. Maybe, I don't know, they might give us some loot. You know what? Yeah, let's just push them off. But I don't want to waste too much time. Did I say that correctly? I don't want to waste too much time with these enemies. So that's not it, right? No, we have to jump down here. Wasn't too bad of a jump. Let's unlock this door. And then you have to get this lever. Yeah, that's a trap. You know what? I actually had forgotten to cast a spell, Recall, because then it is going to be a little annoying to get out of this dungeon, right? So I believe it's here, right? Yeah, let's cast a Recall right here. Maybe should we fight these vampires? Let's eliminate them. They might carry some decent equipment. 351 gold, a wand, and just 500 gold pieces. Well, it's not exactly immaculate loot. It's still something, right? And here's a lich. He's a bit of a problem. Well, apparently he wasn't that much of a problem. 286 gold. There we go, and let's get some rest. Or actually, let's cast heal, and then get rest. Because we're not casting heal, so we're not training restoration, and that's something that I have to do. Is it this way? No, it's just a lock. A scarab? No, I don't think I want to take the scarab. The Daedra Seducer just died. Who killed her? It's funny because, yeah, this must be the way. There's a teleporter here, right? Yes, okay, so we have to go through a series of teleporters. I believe it's here. Here's another one. Is he worth killing? Why not? Actually, did he silence us? Wow, he died with one spell. Just junk and some gold. You know what? Yeah, let's wipe him out. Perfect. Let's heal a little bit. We need to train restoration. I don't believe that's the way. Let's see. Yes, this is it. Okay, so we are getting close to Medora. We need to give her this dust. Another vampire? Was there this many vampires from... Maybe? He's a bit hostile, isn't he? Come on, get the hit. I don't want to waste, well, it wouldn't be a waste, we would absorb it, but, you know, I just want to level up the long blade. Perfect. And, we did all of that just for 200 gold pieces. That's a sham. That's a terrible sham. Okay, so this isn't the way. I believe it's this way. Yes, the pyramid room. So let's cast Levitate. And I know we have to go through here. I remember this dungeon pretty well. It was pretty straightforward, honestly. As far as Daggerfall dungeons go. Let's wipe them out because they are kind of hostile. And he just... There we go. Let's take the gold. The Daedra Heart, is it worth it? Maybe. It seems to be 500 gold pieces. Backstabbing, dodging, long blade. Okay, not too bad. Okay, where was it? I believe it was this way. And then down here, there's going to be a Medora banner. Yes, this is her banner. Okay, so I think this... Yeah, this is the room with the levers. We should do a quick save here because I tend to die from random crap. And, you know, I'd hate to just run through the entire thing again. It's pretty simple, but it's somewhat of a trek. I mean... It might not be that long, but it feels like a trek to me. So let's pull this lever. I keep forgetting this lever puzzle. Because I'm more concerned with remembering the route to Medora. Especially since we're going to have to be returning to her quite often. I think it's this one. Let's see here. I don't know what that did precisely. Let's turn this lever and then this one. I don't understand the exact order. Okay, so something has to be turned back. Perhaps it's the first lever? Right? Maybe? No, it's not the first. Did that really block anything? And here's another vampire. A map. Probably a dungeon location. Yeah, the Tower of Copperheart. Anything that sounds like a tower sounds pretty interesting, right? For some reason, towers just hold like a mystery. Like, I love dungeons that are located within a tower of some... You know, it has like a majestic hold. Like, it's also mysterious. Like, you know, you could call anything a tower and it sounds imposing. Like for example, let's just call it the Tower of Blackheart, or just something, you know, the Tower of the Crystal Scepter, of the Crystal King, something, you know, just anything, just random names. So, okay, this was the lever order. We should quick save because I get the feeling, no, I don't get the feeling, I remember there's a lich here, and that could go, you know, sideways rather quick. And then we have to do the puzzle again. Etiquette with rulers. I guess we'll take that. And then there we go, Medora. This is indeed the dust of restful death. As for that letter, it was from Gortwog. To me, though I never got it. I heard from him later that his orc warriors were slain attempting to ambush the assassins. Gortwog and his orcs are not the villains most people see them as. Edwyr and the court of Wayrest have never been particularly loyal to the Empire. To assassinate a king is treason. I will have my revenge, but first, I must find out why Edwyr would risk this. I will need a month to prepare the dust. Come back to me at that time, and I will give it to you, along with instructions for its use. Okay, so we have to come back here with an in-game month, and we will progress in the main quest. And, thank Mara, there's no more broken dungeons after that. You're actually, I think I said this already, but, you're supposed to go to the mausoleum when you get that dust. But we got something else. So, anyway. What are we doing? That was a different room, right? Yeah, let's just teleport back. I can find my way here, but I can't find my way back. It's stupid, but, that's how the brain works sometimes. So, since we have a month to prepare for the next main quest, I think it's time I go back to Dwinion and see what the Knightly Order is up to. Let's go to Crossbow, right? 11 days. We could do a quest with them. Maybe even the Mages Guild. I think I said this before, but, Yeah, I'm not fond of doing the Mages Guild here. For some reason, I'm a lot more fond of magic in Morrowind than Daggerfall, and I'm not exactly sure of the reason why. Maybe it's the way you cast it. Maybe it feels more satisfying. I don't know, but I like magic in Morrowind just a little bit more. So let's see where the Knightly Order is. If this town even has one. Yeah, the Order of the Raven is all the way to the east. Let's check our affiliations. It's going all right, I suppose. I mean, it's not too bad, all right? I want to rank up with the Knights quite a bit because we will get the free home. I'm wondering, right? If I could go back to the gate, I just thought about this. Could I buy the airship? Do I have enough gold? Where's the gate? There it is. Right, anyway, I think it's north from here, the Order of the Raven. Wait, this is not the gate. Where's the gate? Oh, the gate is all the way down there. I'm gonna do a quick save, actually, before I buy the airship, if I can even buy it. Because the bank is in Rothgaria, right? Or does it automatically withdraw from the bank? Because I can't imagine carrying that much gold around. It's not possible. Buy and sell. For large, it's 400,000 gold pieces. Did we save, actually? Yeah, we did. Okay, so let's give this a test. Did we purchase it? No, we didn't. But how do you buy this ship then? Because I believe I have No, we can't be carrying that much gold to buy the airship, right? What are we missing? It doesn't seem to make much sense. I have 100,000 in the bank, right? Maybe I have to buy an airship within Rothgaria because I don't have a bank account within Dwinion. Anyway, let's go to the Order of the Raven. They also seem to have a lot of fun quests compared to the Fighters and Mages Guild, the Knightly Orders. I feel like the Mages Guild's a little dry. Just a little dry, you know. Defend this, get ingredients this. This guy teleported over here and now he's asleep. Like, all just ridiculous sort of, you know, tasks. If I remember correctly, the Mages Guild in Morrowind it's actually quite a bit of fun. So let's rest within this tavern. Let's see what kind of drinks. Ale, bread and cheese is good enough. And we will rest for... Right, we didn't rent a room. Screw it, 14 days, right? It's free. Okay, so let's rest for 4 hours. I think that should be enough for a nap. Of course, his stomach rumbles. Highland Rabbit, there we go. And now we could teleport back. Why does it take so long, right? It's in the same town. It's not like we're teleporting to... Look at this. It just started raining, too. Mid-teleportation. Let me see what tasks... Okay. Killing a giant, dragonling nest, a knight's tale. Did we do a knight's tale? Plague Knight, the clumsy dark arts, in search of the lost. Honeyed words. Ransom payment, well-intentioned extrements. To liberate a city? A member of the necromancers is causing havoc in one of Dwinyan's cities. The villain is hiding somewhere inside, and the town guard are unable to find where. Will you lend your aid? This sounds a bit interesting, right? And this is what I mean about the knightly order quests. Yes. Go to Dwinyan. Speak to the first member of the guard you see. Identify yourself and your purpose and promise to lend aid. Give me your word of honor that you will not leave the city until you have looked in every corner, under every roof, to wipe out the dark influence of this malefactor. Go with that oath. A safe journey to you, Keeper. Alright, so let's not disappoint the knightly order. We have to go to Dwinyan, right? It's in the capital of Dwinyan City. 2 days to get there, that's enough to rest. Mysticism and jumping has improved. I really want to max out. You hail a nearby guard and are informed that a local resident named Caroloda Masterston claims to know of the necromancer's whereabouts, but is too afraid to tell. Otherwise, you are free to roam the city and look for the culprit. So we have to look for this, I'm assuming is a Breton woman, and get some sort of information from her. Maybe we can, I hope, loosen her tongue with some gold. It's not sleazy when people's lives are in stake, right? Let's see if we can find her. You asked the right person, just look for it awfully close by. It'd be best if I marked the Emperor's warehouse on your map. Perfect. So, where is this Carlotta? I believe her name was... okay, so the Emperor's warehouse. Let's go to the south. I hope that this necromancer isn't, you know, too difficult to find. Or even too difficult to handle. Well, I'm hoping that he actually has some good loot. That's the obsession so far as loot. Okay, so I think one of these must be it. This is it actually, right? Yeah, this is a general store. Let's click info. Yeah, the Emperor's warehouse. You must be her. Etiquette check passed. Beautiful. So we needed a speech check. Hello? No, I'm sorry. You've got wrong information. I don't know nothing about the necromancer. Can't help with a thing, sorry, to waste your time, but I hope you win. You are not so easily misled. You patiently explain who you are and promise that no matter what happens, you will keep the city safe. Carlotta Masterston seems to believe you momentarily. No, to be honest, you can't keep me safe. I know it. I saw the necromancer myself and know where the hideout is. But to keep my mouth shut, I got a curse. I can't say where it is or else I'm gonna die. Right on the spot. I can feel it on me. I'm bewitched, so I can't tell you. This is very complicated. Very complicated. I don't want her to die. But is it really a situation, right, where she is actually bewitched, or did he just give her a look and she believes she's bewitched? I mean, she's a peasant, right? She's not like a master mage. She's not like an educated knight who, you know, maybe even if this knight doesn't practice spells, he knows what a spell looks like or when it's been cast. You know, she's like a chicken bones kind of person, if you know what I mean. Like, she could just see someone walking around with, you know, necklace full of chicken bones, and she automatically assumes that she's some sort of diabolical spellcaster and has summoned an army of 50 Daedras. But she could actually be bewitched, right? But how are we going to get this information otherwise? Man, because this could be like somebody's... Like, I always think about it, like, from Draven's eyes. This could be somebody's, you know, mother or wife or sister, or definitely somebody's daughter. Can we try? No, I'm serious. I'll drop dead if I say it. I can't do this, so just leave me alone. Were you more practiced in magic, you could perhaps undo the curse yourself. Sadly, that is not your lot. Nevertheless, a matter of this urgency could justify some corporal mistreatment if it gets the information out of her. Yeah, it would be some sort of abuse, right? Do we force her to tell? I don't feel like that's right. No, you end the conversation here. It's probably better not to trifle with things this serious. Go look for the necromancer on your own. How are we going to find the necromancer? Could he perhaps be in a shop? No, that wouldn't make sense, right? Okay, for some reason she looked very enchanting. But yeah, she's not a necromancer. So I think what we need to do, honestly, it seems somewhat like the logical approach, maybe go to the Mages Guild. If we report back to the Fighters Guild that we can't complete this quest, we are going to lose reputation. But who else could we talk to about, you know, getting this sort of information? I'm not fully convinced that she was bewitched, but you never know, right? Like, and we don't want her to get her killed. Let's get the breakfast plate. Red wine. Let's get a room. I'm feeling somewhat annoyed with this quest. Let's get 4 hours. Okay, so let's recall back. For some reason, I just feel like the Mages Guild is... I mean, they give quests, right? And maybe I'm thinking about this too realistically. But where else would he hide, right? Like, what if he's a Mages Guild member? We've seen renegade Mages Guild members, haven't we? Although it seems like Daedra summoning? No. He does teleportation. How much does he charge for teleportation? 1,200 gold? Yeah, that's rather just travel, even if it wastes time. It doesn't seem that... It seems too expensive. For 300 gold, I think, maybe, that it would be worth doing. So I want to check the entire guild first. I think we're going around in circles. He gives quests. Could there perhaps be a dungeon? Training? Yeah, okay, we don't need any training for now. Within the city somehow? Like... Who could we talk to? Let's see. Let's talk to... Tell me about... not the Knights of Dibella. People. Things. Right? Can you talk about things? No. Should we go back and talk to her? I don't think it's really an option here. Right? Man, if this is just one of those convoluted quests, then I kind of might not want to have anything to do with it. Do we have anything for sale? Let's sell this shirt and wand. I just want to start getting rid of things and not hold on to them for too long. Okay, so I think I'm running out of ideas where this necromancer could be. How do you approach this sort of quest, right? You know what? I want to check the palace. I want to check the palace before I call the video for now. I want to see if that makes any sort of sense. I just get the gut feeling that the palace also kind of makes sense, right? Yeah, for some reason I just get the feeling it makes sense. Although it might not. But where else would it make sense to, like, hide among the nobility? This looks delicious. Yeah, I love these castles, I really do. Okay. Guessing this is the guards barracks, right? This little dungeon-esque looking... Yeah, this is the guard barracks. There's a prisoner right there. I want to check a few more rooms before I end the video and try to scratch my brain and try to figure out what we are missing with this necromancer. Elizana Hearthling. I love her hood. The blue with the gold trim, very colorful, very stylistic. Very nice. I'm in the school of Julianos. We hate the Mages Guild. I wonder why. Like, what have they done in particular? So I think we've been in this castle. We definitely have. I don't see this necromancer. You're not by any chance free to run a little errand for me. It's very simple. I would do it myself, or have one of my runners take care of it, but we are also very busy. It would mean an extra 998 gold pieces. That's not too bad. Are you available? It doesn't sound too shady of a quest, right? It sounds like just something simple. I think it's something Draven would do for the extra gold. What luck. Now take this ring and go to the Restless Gnome Lodge, to a place called the Garsley Residence. There's an odd young lady in green there named Barbossa Copperham. Give her the ring, and she will give you 998 gold. Oh, and you need to be there in 11 days, but that should not be a problem. You have sturdy young legs. Off with you. What? Why did he say what at the end? He didn't... Okay, we're making progress here, right? Look at this. There's a zombie here. So does that mean that perhaps I am on the right track? Right? It's a little girl, Gwynebeth Hearthling. Because why are we being attacked in the castle by a zombie? Have we gone through the entire castle? Perhaps it's one of these cretins? Right? Or could it be above the castle? I don't know, but within any case, I think I'm just going to... Well, we have to finish this quest somewhat within time, because yeah, let's go above the castle. Right? I'm struggling here to figure out where this necromancer could be. We got attacked within the castle by a zombie. That seems to be like a hint, right, to where this necromancer could be. Anyway, I think for now we are going to end this video. We got a quest, right? Hopefully in the next video we can complete those 2 side quests and just spend some time traveling and then go back to Medora Dyreni. Congratulations, sir. Because of your outstanding weaponry prowess, we have promoted you to the rank of swordsman in the guild. Among other benefits, this increase means cheaper weapon repair and more profitable work assignments. Okay, not bad. We have a rank up. Right? Yeah, look at that, swordsman. Now, I know it wasn't a very action-packed video, but, you know, we just needed to do a few things. We're getting attacked by a wraith now. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the tradition here, and before I end the video, I'm going to choose a book to read, and then within the next video, hopefully we will find the necromancer. So if you're not interested in the book, just, you know, skip this video and head to the next one. Let's see, what book can we read? Yeah, weed. Seems a bit long. I want to read something a bit shorter. We read the history of Daggerfall. Maybe... Do we have anything in the wagon? Holidays of the Iliac Bay, Galarian the Mystic. Did we read the Arrow-Shot Woman? I don't think we did. How long is it? Well, it's not too long of a book. The Asylum Ball, War of Bethany. Oh man, this is... Okay, this is an interesting book, but it's quite long. Okay, so I think I'm just going to read The Dubious Tale of the Crystal Tower. I think it sounds pretty interesting. A Dubious Tale of the Crystal Tower. The story was first told to me when I was a neonate, newly studying in the Crystal Tower of Somerset. I was admiring the famous animal pens of the tower when I was approached by an older student. The fellow who told me this tale seemed very trustworthy at first. But as the reader will soon discover, the tale is very dubious indeed. Of course, I have told it since to other neonites of the tower in the same spirit. I offer the following for you august consideration, gentle reader. Many, many years back, a talented but poor bard was passing through Somerset, looking for work. He could sing, he could dance, he could act, but no one had any use for his performances. The poor bard was lugubrious? Lugubrious? Am I saying that right? I don't think I've ever seen this word, and I've read quite a bit of fantasy novels in my time on this planet. But anyway, he still visited the taverns and palaces day after day, begging for a chance to showcase his talents. One day, dejected from more bad luck, he was approached by a tall elf in a long robe, a magister of the Crystal Tower, in charge of the animal pens. The elf tells the bard of the white ape they made a cell for at the tower, how it had died en route. There was a royal party from Firsthold visiting, who had been promised a glimpse at the rare white ape. The magister had a costume for the bard. If he would deign to act out the part of the ape for the visitors, the bard had promised himself to take the first part that came his way, no matter how minor, so he agreed. The elf promised that the charade would last no longer than a fortnight when the visitors left. For the first several days of the masquerade, the bard did nothing more than sit in the back of the pen. He was afraid to move and show the possible imperfections of the ape costume. In time, he became bored and began walking around. he suddenly noticed that the royal party was watching. Fascinated, happy that the ruse was working, he decided to enliven the act. Soon he had both performance and a crowd. Instead of dancing a traditional elven jig, he would swing around the cell with every acrobatic trick he knew. Instead of singing a ballad, he would roar a roar he imagined a rare white ape might roar. The crowd loved it. The party outside his cell grew larger and larger every day. One day he was performing for the crowd, his finest work to date. He swung himself round and round, roaring and bleating. His hand slipped, and he went flying through the bar and into the cell next door, where a snow wolf was in residence. Hackling its back and growling, the snow wolf began to inch toward the bard. Seeing no other way out, the bard screamed, "Help! Help!" The snow wolf whispered, "Shut up, or you'll get us all fired." That's kind of funny that he couldn't tell the wolf was also an actor. I mean, was the costume that good, or was there some sort of magic involved? Because don't they study magic at the Crystal Tower, right? Like, maybe he could have shifted into a wolf. Anyway, it wasn't that serious of a book. We don't really need to think on it too much. It was small and entertaining little book. Somewhat like the story. Kind of wish we had a little bit of more of an insight into the identity of the bard. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. In the next video, we will return, hopefully find the necromancer. If not, let's just go and deliver that ring. Because it feels just sort of random that we're going to be running around town looking into every shop and home, right? So anyway, I'll see you for the next video of Draven's adventures into the Iliac Bay.